Well, October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and tonight I want to introduce you to a woman named Mary. She was 57 years old when she died a horrific death. According to her daughter, Mary lived a dark life because, like so many people living in abusive situations, the fear of what will happen if you tell keeps you silent.
We didn't know anything about the domestic violence history till after I was there after she was murdered, and I was sitting in the sheriff's office.
That sheriff's office is where Lisa Smith first saw the domestic violence reports. The first time she heard about the restraining order her mother filed against her husband, an order she later had lifted. He was a man, Lisa says, she never liked.
What my brother and I did know is that he was very controlling.
But they didn't know how much so. Not until the police walked Lisa into her mother's home 36 hours after she'd been murdered.
First thing I noticed, like, what's all this dirty stuff? She doesn't live, dirty. And it's fingerprint dust. And there's a doorway. And, they're molding around the doorway. Well, the molding's busted off.
Police told Lisa her mother had locked herself in the bedroom, but he broke through.
He promptly grabbed her, drug her out of the room, made her kneel on the dining room floor, and shot her point blank in the head. That's what happens, and that's what people, they don't realize. It can happen to anybody. It is happening to someone you know.
Lisa's memories of her mother don't mirror the woman she was when she died.
She taught me how to sew. She taught me how to cook. She was very strong, and that's how we knew her, my brother and I. And she would, she clearly taught me that, speak your mind and say what's important to you and stand up for yourself. And you do think, well, why didn't she tell me? My brother and I, we were both like, why didn't we know about this? Why didn't we hear about this? How could we not know?
It's easy not to know because abuse victims most often fear being judged or not being believed if they reveal what's happening to them. And they also fear retaliation. So now, Lisa lives with unanswered questions, old pictures, memories, and one tangible reminder of her mother, a ring Lisa loved as a child. But now, it's tainted.
My mom had this ring that I was always going to get. When I got it from the coroner, I opened it up, it had blood on it. So I can't wear it.
She's so strong, Lisa is, to talk about this, and so genuine and open about all of this. One thing that she said was particularly jolting, though. Listen to this.
The truth of the matter, one of the sickest parts about this was because her murderer was her husband, we had to get his permission to have her body, to have a funeral.
By the way, he did give them permission. He did so from jail. He was convicted and sentenced to at least 19 years in prison. Now at 6 p.m., Lisa reveals more about what happened and what we need to know, because the truth is what she went through back then, someone else is going through right now.